The name of our house is Arrow's Nest, and that name came from Psalm 127, verse 3 through 5. It says, "Children are like arrows in the hands of a warrior. Blessed is the man whose quiver is full." And my quiver is certainly full. So I grew up outside of Memphis in Collierville, and I always loved working with children. I worked in the church nursery. I started babysitting, teaching preschool, and basically wherever I could interact with kids, I wanted to be there, being a camp counselor and things like that. So when I went to college, I majored in early childhood education and took Spanish classes also. I started going on mission trips to Guatemala when I was a senior in high school, and I've been to 19 countries since then. I've been to Guatemala 22 times and thought I would move long-term to another country to work with children in an orphanage or some other type of ministry. But after going on over 30 trips, one trip in particular was a year long, and shortly after I got back from that trip, I met a homeless family here in Memphis and had come back wanting to invest what I had learned and what I had seen from these other cultures here in my own city. And shortly after I got back, I met a single mom who was 23 with 6 kids under 6. They were homeless at the time and had just been through a lot. Her story was crazy. She grew up in foster care, and now she has 6 children without a home. And so I started helping them, and they just became like my second family, and they still are today. We do all the kids' school uniforms. They stay with us a lot, and basically just took them in as family. And I had several friends who did foster care here, and I just wanted to be where the most need was. And the more I got involved in different areas of Memphis and visited different ministries, I just saw that the need was everywhere, and I just wanted to be right in the middle of it. So I moved to Binghamton. I lived there for 2 years in an apartment and did a lot of ministry with the children there, and we started doing block parties and Bible studies with them. And then recently I moved closer to North Memphis to a house off of Jackson. And this area, I realized, is really kind of a middle point, and there's lots of ministries around here for kids, but there's not a lot right here for these kids. And so we started doing after school Bible studies. We do block parties. We do pretty much every holiday we have a party and a short devotional activities and crafts for the kids, and just a safe place for them to come and hang out. A lot of times I pull up in my driveway and there's 12 or 15 teenagers just hanging out on the front porch waiting for me to get home. So it's just, really, we just live here. We just live life, help our neighbors however we can. And I have children come in and out that are all different ages. I've had from 5 months to 18. And I've had 11 kids in and out of this house just in the past year that have come from the craziest situations you can imagine, from human trafficking, homelessness, parents that are dealing with addiction, alcoholism, severe abuse, just all the things that you would just can't imagine. These kids have been through just some really hard things, and so my main passion is just to be a safe place for them, just where they feel loved and where they belong and they can just be kids.
What's your favorite thing to do here?
Play. This is a house for kids that need a home. When they come, they write their name on the fireplace, and when they leave, they paint an arrow.
We've had several kids come in and out that are able to return to their birth families, and when each of them are about to leave, we sit down and paint one of these arrows together, and I explain to them what the verse means about our house and how I can confidently send them out in the world knowing that God has big plans for them and their future, and they know that they're always welcome back here.
I am a difference maker.